Kendrick is the better rapper. Kendrick is the better rapper.
Kendrick is the better rapper.
Now that we got that out the way, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Dev. Please ain't. And today we're gonna have a little discussion, man. A lot of people been asking me, you know, how do I feel about Kendrick versus Drake? Now, obviously, you know, the obvious answer here is Kendrick. By all means, you know, Kendrick #1, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick, conscious rapper, social warrior, you know, we love, very lovable, nobody really hates Kendrick. And then you have Drake on the other hand, who a lot of people have started to hate recently, like a lot of people, not even a few, a lot, masses of people have started to hate on Drake. Now, obviously, I'm talking as a rapper. Now, my question was, I went to dig into it deep. I was like, look, okay, if we're just talking about rappers, and obviously this is not even a debate, it's Kendrick, you know, versus Drake. But if you're talking about overall as an artist, now this is where, you know, there's some question. Because Drake, overall as an artist, he does everything. He's not just a rapper. Drake can't even be classified as a rapper anymore. He sings, he does like island vibe music, you know, he experiments with a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing you can give up to Drake, a thumbs up to Drake, and, you know, a thumbs down for Kendrick. Obviously, Kendrick is a rapper, we know. But that's why I said at the beginning of the video, who's the best rapper? Kendrick's the best rapper, Kendrick's the best rapper. Because I know a lot of people are gonna look in the video like, oh, there's not a debate, Kendrick. A lot of people nowadays just hate on Drake just to hate on Drake, man. Look, I'm a music reviewer. If I hate a song, I tell you straight up, y'all seen it, I will hate it. If I like a song, I will tell you I like it. So I feel like when people come at Drake, people nowadays just hate on Drake for a reason. You know, you don't sell 1 million records for no reason. You don't go platinum in the first goddamn 3 days for no reason. You know, like obviously Drake has the recipe for success. Somebody sent me a DM and told me that it's just Drake's PR and Drake's label that get his music and they're amazing. I'm like, no, man. As an artist, Drake is a good artist. Now, do not hate on, you know, he's been making some questionable ass music, you know, with Views, with More Life. There were some tracks on Views that were and there were some tracks on More Life that were But how many times, like, sit there and ask yourself right now, how many times you sit there like, I hate this Drake song, but then when Passion Fruit comes on, you're sitting there like, damn, passionate from miles away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some shit I hate. Like, you just can't. Look, if you like the song, you like the song. Don't be scared to like the song, man. I love Kendrick, I love Drake. You know, each have their own sway on me with music. But I feel like a lot of people, and this is another thing too, a lot of people, when Kendrick comes out with something, they reach so hard for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they reach. Like a song could be a simple trap song that he's having fun with, and everybody always has to sit there and like say, oh, Kendrick's doing this because it has a mission, you know what I'm saying? It has a vibe, it has a message, it has something that means more. He's not just doing it for any reason. Yo, you guys are pushing that shit, to be real. Sometimes you guys are pushing it. But like, do you honestly feel that Kendrick is the only one doing that? Do you think that other people don't have a message behind their music? So that's one thing I say about Kendrick's fans, that they do a lot, that they don't really, you know, they don't discredit Kendrick at all. You know, they just give him the utmost 100% support, and you know, they credit him for everything. Even though if there's a mishap, they will still try to overlook it. So I think that's one thing that's crazy. Another thing too is like for the whole Drake thing, a lot of people forget that Drake was a huge influence on a lot of artists today. Just, you know, from the whole singing, rapping style and whatnot. I'm not saying he's the first one to do it. Obviously, we have, you know, back in the day, we had like Ja Rule and shit like that. What would Ja Rule say? But nah, for real though, like in all honesty, Drake has influenced a lot of artists of today. How you hear the melodies and the raps and shit like that. A lot of people say Drake's soft, but like the reason Drake got so much success is because he spoke about real life shit. Now, understand, Kendrick spoke on, you know, the problems we have today in America with racism and, you know, the whole politics and whatnot, and, you know, gang violence, and we all understand that. So a lot of that community, not even saying like, cause you know, it wasn't everybody that fucks with Kendrick had that experience. Like I've always said, music is what you can relate to. So not a lot of people live that life, but for the people that, you know, gang banged and whatnot, and, you know, Black America, and, you know, they fuck with Kendrick because he's speaking on something. He's using his power, using his voice to get notice out there. But I feel like for Drake, you know, he just took a different approach. You know, he spoke on a lot of, like, you know, emotional issues that go on with people, you know, everyday issues with love, you know what I'm saying, like past girlfriend, shit like that. And the reason why everybody loves Drake, or they can relate to Drake, is because, you know, who hasn't gone through a heartbreak, or who hasn't gone through something, you know, where that girl gets away after, you know, 10 years and whatnot, and she finally gets married and shit like that. So I feel like a lot of people hate Drake and call him soft, but please, if you're married, or if you're married, you have a girlfriend and you've been whatever, like you like girls, then you're soft, bro. You're emotional, you're soft to your girl. I'm sorry to say it. Like, let me wake you the fuck up. If you're married, you are soft. It is what it is. So you are somewhat emotional, you have somewhat a soft spot in your heart because you are married. Obviously you love your significant other. So you know, I hate when a lot of people sit there and say they hate Drake, he's making bad music. You know, a lot of people too, they tend to forget that Drake is he's a versatile artist. And a lot of people saying like, where's the rap Drake? Where's the rap Drake? You guys got to wake the fuck up, man. There is no rap Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like, Drake is Drake. You know what I'm saying? This is what he does. He sings, he raps, he does that, he makes feel good music. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably have sitting there, I know a lot of people probably sitting there and don't sit there and say, I wasn't singing Marvin's Room at one point in time in my life, or I wasn't singing, you know, Successful. Tracks like that. I feel like a lot of people just push him away and don't give him the credit. So come on, man. Like, just and one thing I say that's bad with, you know, the whole Kendrick versus Drake, or just top 3, top 4 in that aspect, is just that people aren't enjoying the music no more. People are just comparing two artists at all times. And it happens most of the time in the rap game. You're comparing two artists, you're not enjoying the music, you're not really listening to the music, you're just quick to jump on the bandwagon and say, and not even the good bandwagon, you're just jumping on the hate bandwagon and being like, oh, I hate this track. Oh, it's weak. Oh, it's weak. He's not talking about shit. Oh, he's being soft. You know what I'm saying? There's not really that much bad things to say about Kendrick. Only the thing that I can say bad about Kendrick is a lot of people tend to overanalyze things that Kendrick is saying at times, you know, when he's just making a feel-good track. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think a lot of people hate Drake and forget that this man is on a worldwide platform. And that's another thing. On a worldwide platform, Kendrick is not touching Drake. I'm just sorry about that. Like, on a worldwide platform, Kendrick is not touching Drake. Now, I know that's being broad because you could say artists like Pitbull and artists like Flo Rida, you know, on an international level, they have more sway than, you know, certain artists in America. But I'm just saying, as an overall, you know, Drake's name is big. Drake does big numbers. Drake makes good music. I don't see why a lot of people hate Drake for what he makes. Obviously, if it's a rap contest, then Kendrick will beat Drake. But if it's just as an overall artist, I don't think the debate is that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Drake has enough on his resume, you know, he has enough credibility that you just can't sit there and say Drake is the weaker artist, because overall as an artist, you know, Drake makes good music, and a lot of people would agree with me that. I just want to know in the comments below, you know, not really from the Kendrick standpoint, but how do you feel overall as an artist where Kendrick is compared to Drake? And do you think a lot of people really hate on Drake for just the sole purpose because a lot of people hate on him? Like, in all honesty, there's no such thing nowadays. You don't see when it's coming in like an R&B. Like, I'm gonna say this right now, it's R&B, best singer. You don't see people saying, comparing best singers, who's a better singer, who's the best singer. Everybody's just enjoying that genre of music. Nobody's really saying who's the best country artist. Everybody's just enjoying that music. Nobody's really saying who's the best R&B artist. Everybody's just enjoying that music. It's all good music. But when it comes to the rap game, it's always who's the better rap artist, who's the best rapper, who's that. Why is it only in rap do we have you know, rankings? That's what I want to know. So I feel like they both make great music. I say Kendrick on a you know, social issues and all that, you know, racism and all that, like that's all Kendrick. He has that. He's very woke, very conscious. I give him that. But I feel like as an overall artist, I think that Drake also has ways to make good music, and the masses love it. The masses love it. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot, you know what makes I'm gonna say it again. The thing that makes me so angry is when people, and I'm not a Drake stan, by the way. I just like Drake. I'm not a Kendrick stan. I just love Kendrick. I don't see how you can just, you know, sit there and, you know, blatantly blur out, oh, I hate Drake, I hate Drake, I hate Drake. But then an hour later, you're in your car and you saying, I got enemies, I got a lot of enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be a hypocrite like that? So just put in the comments below how y'all feel about it. This is just a debate. This is just a talk. I'm not picking sides here. I'm just really comparing artists. Better rapper, obviously Kendrick. Better artist, it's up and down. It's up and down. They both have their ups and downs. They're positive, they're negative. So that's how I feel about it. Yeah, man. Hey, get in the comment box. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Hey, I'm still here. I'm not gone. Shout out to boy Tabby. Shout out to boy Sean C. We are still here. We are still making videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we're here for. So, hey, till the next time. We out.